Hi, y'all, I'm Cayman, and okay, so we're doing something I didn't think I was going to do for a bit. I decided to just completely, um, well, not really renovate, but like completely redo the entire house for my Megasim. I liked the size of it. I liked the like shape of it. I the house I built. But I didn't like the house that originally came on the lot. So I was like, you know what? It doesn't have enough personality. There's not enough space for this family, and I also want a guest room. And I also want like I just it just didn't fit my needs. So I decided my Megasim family wasn't going to have a budget. And when I say like they weren't going to have a budget, I mean like there was no budget. Like at all. Like money is no object, I guess. I also wanted a wraparound porch for some odd reason. I don't know. I like wraparound porches. I think they're really cool. Um, I really like the size of this house and like the shape of it. Now it's really cool. I like it. One thing I did not like was how I couldn't get the ladder to like go along the faux uh, faux fireplace. That was slightly annoying because I wanted a ladder to go around the fireplace, but it didn't want to go. So I have taco rice in front of me. I just made it. Um, it's a little warm still, so I think I added a little too much butter, honestly. Originally wanted the stairs to go like there to the outside porch, but they kept like making the treehouse go away, and we just built that, so I wanted to keep it. There's definitely a lot more personality in this house. Um, I decided since my Mega Sim has no way of making money as an infant, that her family would just have money, and then as she gets older and has ways of making money, we'll be focusing on her making money so she can like move out and stuff. And all that money will be hers and not her family's, so the family won't be like destitute or whatever when she leaves for like college and stuff. Excuse me. I really do like how the wraparound porch turned out. I wish I could have put like a fence around the lot because I like fences, but unfortunately, I didn't have space for it especially with the treehouse. It needed a bigger lot, I guess. But this is the lot I have, so this is the lot I'm working with. I was kind of going for like a cozy, like cabin-esque, but not quite cabin, more like suburban cabin, I guess. I did use that wall texture, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's kind of cabiny. It's more like brick, though. Um, I love doing faux chimneys. They're kind of cool. I actually didn't like the layout of the inside for a while. I did it and then I absolutely hated it. Yeah, this is the part where I'm like, oh, right, the windows from high school years. Yeah, this is where I start arguing with the placement of the ladder. I wanted it like close to the window, but not quite close to the window. I wanted it on like kind of like I guess I wanted it on the fireplace. I mean, I did want it on the fireplace, but it just wasn't going, so I just left it there. I tried to move it again in a few minutes, but again, it just wasn't going. I did this at half asleep the other night, this part, and then I came back today and finished it off. The whole theme of the house is kind of like green and homey, but also kind of, it's lived in. It's definitely lived in. Or at least it's supposed to feel lived in. But it's like kind of modern, but like kind of woodsy at the same time. But definitely family oriented. Oh, here's that rice. There's some wet rice, actually. It came in a little pack of like the rice and noodles and the seasoning. It's one of those like corn or whatever you want to call it packs. It's a little green package. Has the picture of the food on it. It's usually like rice or noodles. And today I wanted taco rice because my best friend and her husband and their kids went to La Carreta without me. La Carreta is a Mexican restaurant around where I live, and it's pretty good. I love the stairs tool. I just don't like straight stairs for some odd reason. Even though I hate stairs in real life. But, here's where I start hating the, layout of the downstairs. The upstairs I hadn't planned yet, but when we go back downstairs, I try to, like, make walls, and it looks weird, and I didn't like it. I think I did end up with, that little first room with the door and the stairs. But, everything else changes. I just didn't like it. Yeah, I didn't like that, corner bit. The diagonal wall. I didn't like the diagonal wall. The diagonal wall did not fit. I did end up putting the TV on the wall of the stairs, though. Yeah, I was watching YouTube last night and trying to stay awake and try to, like, finish the house, but I wasn't quite liking where the house was going. So I kind of just stopped and went to bed because I had to get up in the morning, and then I didn't sleep, and then, I had to go babysit, and when I got home, well, I had to go babysit, and then I had to go to the store, to Walmart, for my weekly groceries. And then, I came home, laid down for a nap after I put up the groceries, and, my sister texted me saying, hey, you don't have to come get the kids this afternoon. I was like, cool. I was late. And then, I woke up from my nap after finally sleeping, because I didn't really sleep before she texted me, saying that she was off and I didn't have to come get the kids. So I woke up and I was going to do laundry, but then I was like, you know what, I need to finish this house because it's going to bother me if I don't. And I didn't like the layout, so I needed to redo the layout. But I did keep, like, the color scheme. And here we are from today. Here's me trying to figure out what walls to get rid of and what walls to keep. I did not like that wall, so that wall went away. As you can see, I'm, like, trying to decide what to do. I'm like, let me just put down some of this furniture before I do anything else. Maybe, like, get a idea of what goes where and whatnot. And I think I also decided right then and there I wanted a basement, but I kind of decided that as I was not sleeping for like either last night or today during my supposed nap time before I actually did go to sleep. That I wanted a basement at some point. Yeah, see, I kept that little front entryway. Do y'all ever like feel like you're about to have a cold? Because I woke up feeling like, oh, I feel like I'm about to have a cold. Because, my throat's a little scratchy. And here's me fighting with the ladder again. And me just giving up. I actually put a couple of those, escape windows in. I really like that desk, the new one. And I kind of really like that swatch, too. But yeah, I try to add a little bit of color to this one. Usually my builds are kind of black and white and maybe like purple or something. But I wanted to add more color. So, I should have changed the window colors to something else. Maybe like black. But, made a little coffee bar. I did add a couple of knickknacks, here and there in the kitchen. I could probably add more detail as I go through the series and like develop everybody's personalities. But I decided to like make it look like the mom and dad had been together for a bit and they have had one kid so far. I wanted to add another mug right there, but it just wasn't fitting. Maybe I'll do move objects later. But for now it's just 3 mugs and a mug thing. But yeah, I wanted it to look like the parents are kind of like a little overwhelmed with 3 kids, because there we used to having one and then they had another and like, okay, we could do this, and then whoops, we had another one. Did I just hear my cat? He's outside though. It was not my cat, it was my father. Which, I don't know how my dad sounds like a cat, but that's neither here nor there. Yeah, this house is very green because, I like to, because my mom, my late mother, her favorite color was like a hunter green. So whenever I have a sim modeled after her, I like to have lots of green. Because it was her favorite color. I actually make favorite colors, I think, in The Sims now. So I think I might go in and add green to Sim Mom's likes and dislikes, because KZ's mom is modeled after my mom. I definitely try to go for warm tones. For some odd reason, these cubes weren't, like, going together. And after a few minutes, I realized that I didn't have to move them. I could just, like, add more cubes and it would look fine. I did add a lamp, because I do remember I need a focusing light at some point. I did try to do like a shell challenge, I guess. Not really, kind of, somewhat. I just had what I was working with and didn't have much room to add any more space to the walls, so that's that. I did decide to add a basement though, which completely decimated my stairs, which is annoying. Remember, kids, stairs before you or basement before you do stairs. I totally forgot that the stairs to the front were a bit longer than they were originally. Also, removing the flooring from the stairs and then made it weird, but I fixed it. And the basement is kind of like a guest room / all-purpose area. It's also where the laundry is, so we can use cloth diapers if we want. Because fun fact, if you have laundry day, you can use cloth diapers. which I think is kind of cool. As you can see, I'm putting in little bits of green here and there, and it's actually kind of a lot of green. But yeah, I kind of just went through the catalog and was like, alright, what's green? Because I like to think that this is the woman's touch. Like, Dad doesn't care what the house looks like as long as it's home. Like, he doesn't care what color it is or whatnot, as long as his family is happy. So, there's a lot of green. It definitely looks like my mom just kind of like exploded all over the house. Not like literally, but I mean, if she exploded all over the house, there'd be ashes all over the place because she got cremated. But yeah, I definitely tried to make it really homey. And with lots of green. I really like the Dream Home Decorator stuff, like the sectional couch. I wish we had more sectional couches. But unfortunately we do not. I loved sectional couches in Sims 3. My favorite item. Kind of like that rug. There's another rug I absolutely fell in love with. You'll see in a minute. I'm just trying to go through rugs. I was thinking maybe putting a rug under the kitchen table, but then I couldn't decide which round rug I wanted. I didn't like any of them. And then, yeah, that, clutter kit for the Maximalist clutter kit. I fell in love with it, and I decided to use it somewhere. I actually ended up using it twice in this build. Once in Borden's room, and the other, I think, in Mom and Dad's room. I think it ended up in there. I think. I could be wrong. Although I had just finished building it and then made myself some dinner, so maybe it's there. Anyway, we're on the upstairs. This is Warden's room with the escape window. I was trying to figure out where to put the bed. And right next to him is little KZ's room. Here I realized I was running out of money, so I should probably, like, alleviate that situation. So I kind of hopped back into live mode because for some odd reason you can't add mother load to building mode or build mode when you're in the map view, but for some odd reason when you're in live mode and then going to build mode, in live mode itself you can do mother load, but I wasn't in that. I was in the map view, the edit town view, or whatever you want us to call it, because I didn't want the family there. But yeah, here's Warden's room. He's definitely a musical boy, but I also wanted to add like a little game thing, and there's that new swing set, and I also added the little slide at some point, apparently right now. I mean, I pre-ordered, so I should be using the items that came with the pre-order, you know? I haven't figured out how to put the babies in the little carrier yet. I'll figure that out eventually. Anyway, this is Warden's room, and then there's KZ's room, and then over here is going to be Lauren's room. And I realized those were clipping through the floor, so I went back now to move them. I put the little escape window there too, but only Warden has access, like instant access to the ladder. For some odd reason, there's no like cow version of the little tummy time mat, which is kind of annoying because knowing my family, there would be cows. My great-grandmother was obsessed with cows. She had cows all over her house, yeah, which made sense because my step-great-grandfather was a dairy farmer, and I think also my biological great-grandfather was also a dairy farmer, maybe. I mean, he had enough land to be a dairy farmer, but now it's just my step-great-grandmother, and she's living that old lady life. She's like 90-some years old, and she is just living life. She is truly, she's amazing, really. As I said, she's like 90 some years old, and she's like playing pipe organ and piano and going to all sorts of parties. She's a real socialite, actually. She's really cool. I honestly don't see why my great grandfather divorced my great grandmother for her, though, but she's still a cool lady. There's the rug I fell in love with, and also like that wallpaper for little kids. Got a little family bathroom right there. It's kind of small. I love that new shower tub combo, and I also love the bidet toilets from Snowy Escape. That's it. I wanted to call it Japan, the Japan pack, but that's not what it's called. I also wanted a little one of the new potty chairs. I think I put in a little potty chair in Lauren's room because she's a toddler, she needs a potty chair. Do double sinks in the master bath. I realized after I built this entire house that there's only like 3 bathrooms, and there's Mom, Dad, Gordon, Lauren, Casey. 5 Sims living in this one house with only like 3 bathrooms, and one of the bathrooms is in the basement, so that's not a very good amount of bathrooms. So here's Mom and Dad's room. I kind of went Art Deco with it, but at the same time I'm like, green. And it turned out really cute. I liked it. I like Casey's little room. It's super cute. Yeah, I used the rug in Mom and Dad's room again. I love that swatch. Or the swatches with that design, but in different colors. I love it. Here's Mom and Dad's bathroom. I tried to add a little bit of clutter. For some odd reason, the toilet paper didn't want to go there. But I got it there, eventually. And a little cabinet. At some point, I add a sofa. I love the Get Famous wood flooring. I just adore it. It's a beautiful wood tone, and it's not like all one color. It's like a little ombre-ish kind of, and I love it. I wish there was like a little in the Desert Luxe kit, there's a little thingamajig that goes in between curtains. I wish we had that for other sets of curtains, because that was a great idea. Little curtain rod. Trying to figure out what to say. We have yeah, there's like farm aesthetic on that tent, but not really much more cow print in other places, because I have a feeling if when I was a baby, I would have had a lot of bunch of cow parent stuff, because, you know, my family, we raise cows. And the funny thing is, my aunt and step uncle are raising cows actually right now. I did put in a cow print rug. Cool. And of course the little Monster Defender lights. I kind of made the little landing, like this little play area for the kids. I had a cedar chest toy box growing up. I still have it, but it's not really a toy box anymore. But I thought it'd be cute if there was like a little cedar chest. Gotta have a science table and a creativity table. Gotta have a little journal for little Warden. Yeah, I was trying to find a good decent sofa. I landed on that one. And they're kind of modern, but at the same time kind of like not. I think I might add more plant life to the house maybe, because recently I've gotten into gardening. And I think it would be cute if there was more plants. Because I kind of have plants all over the place. I love grandfather clocks. I love the aesthetic of grandfather clocks, but I don't like the sound of grandfather clocks, if that makes any sense. Like, I love the object. I love the look of it. Hate the ticking. Hate the chiming. But, if I had a grandfather clock, I'd really, like, take out all the mechanisms and stuff and just, like, glue the hands in place and glue the pendulum in place so it wouldn't make any noise. But I would still have my grandfather clock because I like grandfather clocks. Obviously this house will change as the series goes on, but so far, or for right now, this is what it looks like. There's that third bathroom. Again, love that shower tub combo. I do make 2 bedrooms down here. One is a guest room for adults, and one is kind of like a guest room for kids. Down here can be like a slumber party area, because that's where the most room is. I could probably add like more rooms and more space to the basement, but so far this is all I have. Again, I was kind of going for that Art Deco look for the guest room, and I was kind of going for like, I don't know, like fun child for the I guess the kid's bedroom, I guess. Although in the future Casey will be moving to the basement, so because she's supposed to be like the forgotten child, which is why she's the youngest now, but in the future she will be the middle. She'll have at least 2 younger siblings, is how the story goes. I'm trying to like do the challenge and also a story at the same time, which I have no problem doing because I've done it before multiple times. In fact, I was doing pretty well with the story the last time I did the Mega Sim challenge on my channel, but I had to stop what I was doing because infants. I mean, I can't have the perfect child / ultimate sim not experience infancy, you know? There's the new games table, so we'll be playing games. I try to add like reasonable things my family would have in the 90s, because it's like, because I was born in the 90s, and sorry for sniffling. As I said, I have a feeling I'm free cold. Maybe a good night's sleep will take care of that, because I got stuff to do tomorrow. Oh, and we're getting close to the end of the video, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye!